That was really good for us. You know, we have not had a lot of time together, obviously, with Nelly, getting off a plane 2 days ago, only practicing once. I really wanted to throw him in there. I wrestled with it. I just felt like Nelly's a key piece to what we're doing. He needs to play with these guys. CSU Pueblo was really good in the first half. I didn't think I'd have to jump them like I did, and I got on them. We didn't have enough energy on the basketball. I thought Donovan, although was terrific offensively, really stepped up defensively in the second half. And then at Q and True, I don't know how many deflections they had, but that's the bench energy that we need. Jaden Topping's blocking shots. Nelly's blocking shots. That's what we got to be more of. So it was great. That was really beneficial for us. It was great to be back in this building in front of these amazing fans. And it's awesome now. We'll be able to watch that tape and clean up a lot.
Ask Donovan about him coming back, and he knows Jalen's going to play and get a lot of minutes. But do you envision him being able to play roles like that in the regular season, even with Mash and House both?
Yeah, I think the one thing I see is a little more depth. Donovan played 26 minutes a game for a team that went to the postseason. That was pretty good. So, Donovan's a key piece to what we're doing. He'll be in the game, I think, and he can block shots. He was another guy, 3 block shots. Although House has been out about 3 weeks, it has helped Donovan's progression, just like Nelly not being here has helped JT's progression. So I said from day one when we recruited Donnie, that's going to be the dude that's going to help us win some championships. Now, this process has been sped up probably a little bit more than I thought it would early in it, but we loved what we got in Donovan. He's a terrific player.
Coach, out there, JT looked comfortable. He didn't really look like a freshman, kind of lost in different things. He looked really comfortable. What did you think of
I told the radio guys this. When we signed him, we really liked him. Then when we saw him play in the wintertime, we're sitting there kind of like, all right, don't tell anybody this kid's coming because he's really, really good. And we didn't want any of the big boys trying to poach him. And since he stepped on campus, he's been extremely impressive. It's been good for him that Nelly hasn't been here, but I want to see Nelly beat him up and see how he handles it, as well as being able to play him together. But I think we've got a terrific freshman class.
That pick and roll with him and JT, I know you said last year how good a passer he is off of that. I don't know if he had anybody that could quite finish, attacking the basket. I know Mo could finish at the rim, but it looks like that's a pick and roll option that you didn't really have last year.
Yeah, we went to it St. Mary's, right? I wanted to. Most coaches, they only run about 5% of what they want to do. Plus, with Nelly in there, it was even more complicated to run anything. But yeah, I wanted to give it a look, and Donnie is terrific at it. And he's as good of a passer and good of a ball screen player as I've seen. And JT is a really good. He's got good hands. He doesn't drop a lot over there, so that was certainly a good change of pace. I held back on a lot offensively, but that was a good change of pace the second half.
I know you jumped on him at halftime. It wasn't the prettiest of first halves. If there was anything that you wish you could have seen, is Donnie stretching it out a little bit more? Something you wish you would
offensively or defensively?
Offensively. And taking some jump shots.
That's something that we've talked to him about. If teams are going to guard you, I said to him before the game, I said, have you started before? And he goes, yeah, 2 games last year. I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot about those too. And that really woke him up, especially Wyoming, because Wyoming guarded him like a guy who can't make a shot. And we've done that throughout practice where we go under ball screens and play off them, and he's been way more confident. So there was a couple I thought he should have shot. But other than that, I thought offensively we were way better in the second half, cutting harder. We got some back cuts. Nelly threw some nice passes. But, yeah, he's got to shoot that 3 when he's open.
Yeah, 3-pointers. Obviously not really dropping tonight. It's early, but, do you think you had some guys Mustafa could shoot? Talk about your guys' outside range as well, moving forward.
Well, you basically trade Josiah for Mustafa, 2 totally different players. Mustafa can stretch the court. He can make threes. Josiah was not that, but we're going to miss that rebounding. So although offensively the spacing will be better, we got to get in there and hit some people. And Mustafa understands that. Nelly will certainly help. I thought Quentin Webb came in there and scrapped, 5 rebounds. So I'm not worried about the shooting as long as they take good shots.
I know we've talked about this in the past too, just the added size is huge, but seeing it on the floor tonight, I know it's early, but just the potential of this team, how much does it excite you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it excites me, but I also got to remind myself we have 8 new players. Nelly just got off a plane from Nigeria. So we're going to be a work in progress. Now, Mash and House, because they've done it before, they've got to really be great leaders. Donovan's gone through a year already. Jamal Baker's got experience. Nelly's got experience. But we're not going to be beautiful right away. Like, we didn't have a cherry silver scrimmage. That was our first exhibition game. So I am very, very excited about everything that's going on here. It's been a lot of fun, but we got to get to work. And we play St. Mary's, the top 20 team, 2 weeks from today. So we got to be ready.
I know you're trying out a lot of different rotations tonight, but how do you think defensively things look with your team?
Bad in the first half. We were not aggressive. We weren't getting deflections. We weren't blocking shots. We weren't scrambling. Way better in the second half. They made some tough shots. You got to give them credit. And it's a hard cover when you've got basically 5 perimeter guys. We switched a lot of ball screens. Way better in the second half. They shot 31%. But, I think if we want to, I always look at, where are we progressing? And if we want to progress as a program, the defense, the rebounding, that stuff's got to improve. I think it will. It's great now that we're kind of a complete team. Isaac Mushil, I wrote on the board, I said JYD, that's what I need. I need junkyard dogs. House is that. Isaac will be that. Q and True came in there and showed that, and that's what we need more of in order to get some stops.
Anything else? Its playbook is like a phone book to this team. How much does Nelly know of it right now?
We have, I gave him 4 plays. He didn't screw up one, which is great. Now, we're trying to play more out of concepts. I think if you watch the NBA, probably because of Jokic, a lot of people are playing off the 5-man and running what's called splits, and I thought it was really good. But we don't have a lot of post-up stuff in for Nelly. Obviously, I was trying to get him some touches, see how that looked. He's never run it. But I also don't want to reveal too much. Most coaches do that as well. So we'll have, I believe, 3 more practices leading up to next Wednesday, and hopefully it's a little bit, diverse for the next game.
Any chance Jalen plays the next exhibition?
Don't know. I would guess no, but we'll see. Probably not. I'd love for him to get out there, but I would guess no, but I don't know.
Defensive side,
No, yeah, Coach P really harped that to me a lot during the summer because I kind of feel like that's what I played a lot with last year. I got to be better on the ball. I feel like I got blown by a couple of times. That can't really happen against a team like this, kind of like I got a man in front of me. But other than that, I think transition, we played pretty good defense in the second half. First half just took us a little bit to warm up.
We haven't really talked to you this offseason about this, and not trying to get too in depth here in a post game. But you had a chance to leave. Nights like tonight showed that I know Jalen's going to get healthy, and I know he's going to get plenty of minutes. But nights like tonight showed that you can play an awful lot at the Division I level. What made you decide to come back this season?
I just trusted what Coach P and Coach Stewart were telling me. I liked what they told me in the offseason. We have a good lineup when we go at little small 3 guards, just run around, trap it on defense, and I just think we're going to be really good. Once House gets back and healthy, we're going to be a really good team. Once we get Nelly, learning all the plays and all that, we're going to be really good.
It just seems like you look a little stronger, man. Talk about the offseason coming to this. Have you been working on it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. So in the offseason, I think me and Coach Flores got like a little strength plan together, just add a couple, like maybe 10, 15 pounds in there to try as much as we can, and I think it worked out really well for me tonight.
I know you guys, it's early, missed some shots early, but just talk about the potential of this team, what you're seeing, the way you guys move the ball, how quick you are in transition and everything.
I think this team's deep. So, we have one person struggling. We got 9 other guys who could easily pick him up. We just play defense, work on that, and shots are going to fall. It's our first game back in a while, so, we're not really worried about the shots right now.
And Donovan, your ability to get to the rim and then just the court vision and transitioning things, were those things you worked on in the offseason too?
Of course I work on it. I really focused on my jump shot this season. I didn't really shoot as much as I wanted tonight from behind the 3. I got to work on that a little bit, but my ability to get to the rim is kind of why I play a lot today and just get my teammates involved, so yeah.
I know this is a transfer portal era, and there's a lot of experience around the whole Mountain West. You guys have seventh-year player, a fifth-year player, a couple four-year players. Tonight it was a sophomore and two freshmen that led the stat sheet and led the team. Do you think that this team would be just fine if it was this young team? I mean, the future looks pretty bright.
Oh yeah, our future is really bright with this team. Me, True, JT, we all look really good right now. And our older guys just leading us, teaching us all the right little things. We're gonna be really good.
Your two-man game with JT really showed tonight. How is that chemistry?
That starts in practice. Me and him in practice is like just left and right pick and rolls, and he's gotten really good at catching my pass. He's one of the best at doing it, and I think we're just really good at two-man game, me and him.
Yeah, just talk about him. I mean, he looks spectacular tonight. How has he been in practice and just his, I guess, progression? Man, it seems like
He's been amazing. He's been dialed in every practice, working hard, and it just showed tonight. Like everything that we saw tonight, we've been seeing in practice. So it's just really for you guys. All good.
You got a week before the next exhibition. I am curious a little bit what the big turnaround, like what the big, I guess, focus would be for that turnaround. Is it just getting Nelly involved a little bit?
Getting Nelly involved and just playing better defense. Like first half, we came out a little shaky. We just got to play better on defense.